Welcome to a brand new Civ 5 playthrough. I am Nicrason, as always. I'm going to be trying a couple of different things with this playthrough. The first is I'm going to try something that I've read about, I've heard about. I think I've seen other people try it. Maybe you've tried it yourself once in a while. And that is a good old-fashioned artillery rush. That's right, the arty rush. I've never actually tried it. I've used artillery, of course, plenty of times, but I've never actually tried an artillery rush, an all-out arty rush. So, that's what we're going to be trying in this one. Now, when it comes to an arty rush, there's certain units that are preferable and beneficial. Obviously, artillery. And, of course, you're going to want some blocker units, and cavalry units are really helpful. Knights are going to be a little too yesterday. So looking at these units, we have to ask ourselves, is there a civ that has a unique artillery unit? Something that would be really helpful for doing an arty rush campaign. And no, there is none. And no, the Hawacha doesn't count. So then we have to ask ourselves, okay, what about melee blocker units? Well, there's a few that are interesting. You've got, let's see. Where is it? There's a few worth looking at and considering, possibly. Such as, if I can find them. Well, Ethiopia has the Mahau Safari, which is a pretty decent rifleman. Of course, with the Arty Rush, we may be starting with muskets. So I'm kind of looking at that. Now this one, it starts with the Drill 1 promotion. It also gets a near capital bonus. But if you're going on an arty rush, you're not going to be near your capital. You're going to be near other people's capitals. So I'm thinking, maybe not. Denmark's got Norwegian ski infantry. Bonuses in snow, tundra, and hills. Well, the hill thing might be something. Then we've got, well, Spain has the Tercio. It has a bonus versus mounted units, and it's slightly stronger than a musket. And that's about it. And France here has the Musketeer, which is probably the strongest musket unit in the game. Combat strength of 28, but that's about it. Then let's see, I think there's somebody else in here that's got a unique musket unit. Here we go. Ottomans and their Janissaries. Heal 50 damage if it kills the unit. If. Combat bonus when attacking. So that encourages you to use them to do a lot of killing. But realistically, they don't do a lot of killing. They probably do more getting killed than killing. I mean, they're blocker units. You're moving these in there to take up space and protect your artillery, protect your cav units. So I'm probably thinking it doesn't really matter too much what we're using for blocker units. Besides, I think Gatling guns may be better because they have a combat strength of 30. And when they attack, they don't take damage back because it's a ranged unit. So I think those would actually be better than muskets. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but you can't capture cities with those. Well, you don't need to capture cities with blocker units. That's what the cav is for. Well, that's one of the things they're for. So when it comes to cavalry, there are several that are very good. One of the best ones here, although very situational, is Morocco's Berber cavalry. No defensive train bonus, which I think is the same for all of them. It's only got 4 movement. However, it does have a combat bonus when in the desert, and it's got the Homeland Guardian, which I think is a 25% bonus when you're fighting in your own territory. But again, we're probably not going to be in our own territory. We're going to be taking over others, which means if you spawn in the desert, which you probably will with Morocco because of their start bias, you're not going to be getting the desert bonus, and you're not going to be getting Homeland Guardian bonus. So that's what I mean by situational. Excellent on defense, but on offense, kind of iffy. So the next one we have to look at as far as cavalry goes is Russia. Now, I know you're thinking, well, what about the Hussar, the winged Hussar of Poland? Uh, yeah, they've got plenty of promotions, but it's got a combat strength of 28, whereas cavalry is 34. So, eh. And then, there's upgrades too, so that's something else to consider, but we'll get to that in a minute. So let's talk cav units. Russia has the Cossack. Again, no defense terrain bonus, can move after attacking. It gets a damage against, a bonus against enemy units that are damaged or wounded of 33%, which I think is the same as charge. Now, it's not charge, though, so you can get that in addition to that, in addition to the damaged enemy bonus here, which makes this a very potent unit. Only a movement of 4, though. And of the 3 we're going to be looking at, it's the only one with 4 movement. Aside from that, though, they get all your strategic resources get 1 extra hammer, and horses, iron, and uranium provide double quantity. And that's huge if you're going to be doing an arty rush and you need a lot of cav units. Having double horses is huge. So that's a definite plus. The next one we're going to look at is no, not conquistadors. Right here, the Hussar or Hussar of Austria. This is a 5 movement cav unit. Again, no defensive terrain bonus, and a penalty attacking cities, which I think they all have. But this one has 5 movement, it has extra sight, and it has an enhanced flank attack bonus, which is 50%. A flank attack bonus, when you've got one unit next to an enemy unit, you put another unit there, now it's flanking, you get a 10% attack bonus. This one makes it 15%, which is something, and the 5 movement is great, the extra sight is great, so that's a very solid unit. And the last one we're going to look at is the Comanche Riders from Shoshone. This is also 5 movement. It has a Full Moon Striker, which is that 1 extra movement. Again, no defensive terrain bonus, penalty attacking cities. I think they all pretty much have that. So the only real advantage this unit has is that it has the 1 extra movement. However, this one costs 200 hammers. The other 2 we looked at from Austria and from Russia is 225 hammers. So this is cheaper to build, but the only advantage this one has, it's the 1 extra movement is the only bonus this one has. So they all have some kind of advantage over the other, be it production or movement or sight or whatnot. So the next question we have to ask ourselves is, what about upgrades? When we upgrade these units, what promotions do they keep? Now, when it comes to the Comanche Rider, their 1 extra movement, that Full Moon Striker, this one, they retain that on upgrade. So if you upgrade it, and we probably will, because we're going to have a lot of civs to go through, and I don't know if we're going to be able to go through all of them just with arty and cav. So we'll probably will be upgrading these to land ships and maybe to tanks after that. But it will retain that 1 extra movement. That's significant. That's worth considering. Now we come back to Austria. The Hussar loses that 1 extra movement and it loses the extra sight, but it does keep the flank attack bonus. So that drops to a 4 movement unit when it gets upgraded. And Russia's unit, this one, let me check my notes. Yeah, this one just has the damage enemy bonus. It does retain that on upgrade. So for me, Russia is probably the best one because of Siberian riches for doing an arty rush. But I played Russia not too long ago in the City-State Wars campaign, so I'm kind of leaning away from doing that again, although I really, really, really want to. But I said I was going to do 2 different things in this scenario, this game. One of them being the arty rush, and the other being that I want to play a civ that I've never played before. And I have played the Shoshone a few times before, but I have never, ever played as Austria. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play as Austria. We're going to take advantage of our hussars and see if we can, maybe we'll start with, I don't know, we could start with some knights and try to stack a few promotions on them. I don't know if they get these extra promotions, the extra movement, and the extra sight, if you upgrade it from a knight, I think, but we'll see. Let's look at what else they have. Their unique ability is diplomatic marriage. You can spend gold to annex a or puppet a city state that has been your ally for 5 consecutive turns. This is similar, but not quite the same as Venice's ability, because if you puppet it, it's just like any other puppeted city. You can puppet it and then annex it later, or you can annex it immediately. And when you do that, it becomes a city just like any city you found. You have full control over production. You have citizen management. It's just like another one of your cities. If a civ takes over that city, there's no option to liberate it. It's just they just take it over, so it becomes one of your cities. I don't know if we're going to use that, but there may be some times when this could be really helpful. Like if we're planning to hit another civ and there's a city state on the other side of them, we might be able to buy that out. And then when you do that, you get full control of all their units. You could actually attack somebody from 2 sides, so that could be fun. But it costs a lot of money to do that, and again, you have to be allied to them for 5 turns. Their unique building is the coffee house. This gives 25% generation of great people. In addition, it gives +2 production and +5% production, which is almost as good as a workshop. The nice thing about this, it's a windmill replacement, but the thing about this one, it doesn't have the flat land requirements. You can put this in a city that's founded on a hill. You can put this in any city. So that's pretty significant. And the extra great people generation, it's like having an extra garden, but you don't need water, fresh water. It's kind of like, what's that wonder? Leaning Tower. Well, that one gives you 25% for all cities, but you can build a coffee house in every city. So this is really significant. It's a nice production increase. It's an increase in great people generation. That's very significant. Now, these things aren't available until Renaissance era. I think economics is Renaissance, but that's okay. That gives you time to get your cities built up, get your population up, get your production going. And, we can always build up a few units and maybe do some knights and cannon stuff before then. So anyway, we're going to be playing as Austria. This is a 10-player map, so we're going to have a lot of civs to roll through. 16 city-states. I'm not going to do 20 because it's just going to slow turn times down a little bit. The civs tend to build a lot of cities and a lot of units, so I'm going to limit those a little bit. And we are going to use strategic balance because, well, you don't want to, I don't know. I hate having a nice city location find out, well, okay, guess what? You have no iron, you have no horses, so fuck you. This doesn't just apply to the player, though. This applies to everyone, even the AI. Get that. So, quick combat, quick movement, and all of the victory conditions except time are enabled. And with all that gibberish out of the way, let's get started. All right. Well, there's not a hell of a lot going on here. Once again, we're not on a hill. I say once again because this is like the 4th different start I've tried. I got some truly crappy start locations, really bad. So I kept restarting, and every single one of them flatland, which is interesting considering Austria has a hill bias. And the only hill nearby is this one with sheep on it, and I really don't want to settle on the sheep if I don't have to. Okay, so we've got a good growth tile with wheat. It is also on a river, and it's a plains tile, which is excellent. We've got furs down here. We've got gems over here. and we've got one sheep tile here. We've got some forest we can chop, or, well, I don't know. I really would love to get my warrior down here and see what's in this area, because there's a part of me that kind of wants to settle on the gems, but that's a 3-turn settle, and I don't have any idea what's over there, so I don't think we're going to be doing that. Let's move you. Let's see which way the river's flowing. To the left. Okay, so somewhere up that direction is coast. Still, let's get as much visibility as we can. I kind of want to know what's down this way. Ruin, perhaps? How did I know that? Seriously, that was just a lucky guess. We might as well settle in place. Again, it's not a hill. It kind of blows chunks, but we've got a real good river system here. And it's all plains, so there's production in all of this stuff. So anyway, let's get going. Quit jibber jabbering and get to clicking. I'm going to go Scout Monument Scout. I like the idea of getting a monument up early to get some extra culture. All right. Come on, come on. Let's see. What's it going to be? I think it's going to be culture. It's a shit-ass map. Well, there's another ruin down here. There's some silk. Interesting. We've got tundra down here, so I guess we're near the bottom of the map. There's dyes. There's silk. There's some fish. There's some more furs. Even though there's a lot of tundra, there may be a good coastal city down here. Maybe even two. Take advantage of these two luxes. And of course this one, and there's wheat here. This might be a good settle right here on this hill. Good river system. Are these flatland or hills? These are hills. This one's not. That's plains. So if it's a hill, we'll probably chop and put a mine. But there's a hill here. This one can pick up the silk, bison, 2 wheat. This one's a fresh water. Is it desert? Yeah, still. Not bad. This could be a good expand. Got a unique luxury. Stop shooting my guy. He didn't do nothing to you. Pesky ass barbs. Upgrade. Nope, that one's the pop rune. Nice, nice, very nice. Excellent, excellent. We'll see what's in there. Scout this area down here. Well, that didn't help much. Okay, it's another forest tile. Still, there's a decent amount of growth and production in here. There's another hill. There's a hill. That's a hill. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. This is Immortal difficulty, and I do have 2 mods going. Enhanced User Interface and Info Addicts. You can see right here. Also, one of the things I want to do with this game is have one city that's a kind of a dedicated industrial powerhouse, not the capital, because capital is going to be busy with wonders, hopefully, some national wonders, the guilds, working the guilds, all that sort of stuff. I want another city that's going to be an industrial powerhouse. So that city will be the one that's going to be producing most of the military. That's the one where we will build the heroic epic. It's the one where, if we're lucky, maybe Brandenburg or even Alhambra gets built. We'll probably at some point send it production caravans, and if we can pump out a couple of engineers. We'll plant them for manufactories. Just a city that has an enormous amount of production, and it has those bonuses like those national and world wonders I talked about. So that's the one that will produce the units with the most XP. So that's what we're going to look for, an expand that can meet those objectives. Let's see what's over here. More deer. 1, 2, that one is in range. Another river system. This is all flatland, which is not bad. That's a lot of chopping we can do. So we can get settler production done pretty quick. As far as religions go, I wasn't really too concerned with that. And I don't see anything right now that screams out to me, here's a good pantheon. I maybe Camp Faith. Maybe, I mean, we got furs, one deer there, another fur, another deer. It's not much. We go desert folklore. We got some desert here and here and here. Let's head down this way a little bit. I was just going to say, there ought to be a city-state. Oh, see, they're going to grab the dyes. Damn it. You suck. Maybe. Alright, let's get to processing some turns here. Okay, we're going to grow in 14 potteries in 3. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. Mining.
Meek shall inherit the earth, but not its mineral rights.
No, they're going to grab these dyes before I can get to it. That kind of blows. That's a culture city-state. It'd be good to make friends with them. Wait a minute, do you guys have any, No, you just have dyes already. There's some more dyes and another city-state. Son of a... Alright, well, as it stands right now, we've got gems, we've got furs, and silk. So we need to find at least one more unique luxury. How come you didn't shoot my guy? I don't know, but let's head back up north. There's nothing more I need to see there. Samarkand, mercantile, and they have porcelain. And they also have dyes even though they're not in your borders yet. There's a whole lot of nothing out here. At the moment, anyway. You never know later on, though. There might be a lot of oil, might be aluminum.
Shall the clays...
Alright, let's see if we have horses. We need horses. We're going to be doing a cab thing. Oh, it's that guy again. He's going to shoot my guy again. Is there... Oh, there's a river right here. Maybe there's an expand out here. Need to scope this area up north. We've got nothing but city-states to the south, which is great. Because then I can... You know, this is probably a good backfill city. Although, if a city here is going to be that big manufacturing city I talked about, I may want to get that started a little bit sooner. You know, just to get its population going and get some of that infrastructure going. Okay, 10 turns till we grow. We already had a Paparoon upgrade. Yep. That's not actually where I want it to go. That's okay. So now I have to build another scout. Oh, I already have one being built. Well, I don't know. That guy's a military unit now, so I want to keep him back near home base. Still, until my actual scout is out. Is that a hill? It is. Either one of these, despite there not being a unique luxury here, this would be a nice expand. Should scout this area a little bit more. So we've grown to the gems and we have mining. I may knock out another scout after this one. Let's see if there's anything else out here. Nope. Yeah, I was really hoping there might be, whales or something. There's some sugar. That's a little ways out from the cap, but we've got a couple of wheat. They're both fresh water. There's a nice hill. Potential expand there. So as far as the game plan is, it's more sugar. Lots of sugar. Social policies. That's the word. I'm drawing a freaking blank there. As far as social policies go, unless I see something that screams to me liberty, I'm probably going to stay with tradition. And I may go honor after that. And as far as ideologies, most likely we're going to be doing autocracy. I think for a domination run, autocracy is... Oh, crap. Run, dude. Alright, let's have you head up that direction. How soon do we grow? 6 turns. Next tech is in 4. Go ahead and grab that. Ah, shit. So I think, based on what I'm seeing right here, and let's look at this objectively. We have gems, that's 1. We have furs, that's 2. We have silk, that's 3. Well, potentially silk and potentially sugar. So right now I see is 4 unique luxuries. Hopefully we can find a 5th one, but I don't see anything that screams liberty to me, so... we're just going to roll with tradition. Let's see. Do I need to bring you back? I want you to come south and steal me a worker from one of these two. I don't really care which one. That is one hell of a mountain range. Alright, well, we're not going to get attacked from the north then, unless something comes through here. But I really would like to put a city out here, but not having a unique luxury is a little bit painful. Yep, nothing's getting through there. Alright, we've got our furs in range. Next scout's out in 1 turn.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox.
No horses? Oh, 2 of them right here. Excellent. That's got 4. That's got 4. Nice. There's horses up here. Our borders will get there eventually. Any horses down here? No horses down here. That kind of sucks. But there are horses out here. Alright. Let's get a worker. We need one of those quite badly. And we might as well find out where our iron is. Or do we want calendar? No, well, No, I think we can do bronze working first. I'm going to have you scout down this. Whales. Nice. Great. Excellent. So there's definitely an expand somewhere in here. At least one. I'd like to take advantage of these two fish and the deer. If I put a city here, it's going to borders to reach out a bit. Alright, where the hell did that little bastard go? There you are. You're gonna shoot my guy, aren't you? Yep, dick. I don't know why that surprises me. Uh-oh. Nice. Excellent. Alright. I need to see what's down here, so... Man, I could use another warrior. Oh well. I think we are getting up against the clock here. Interesting setup so far. A city out here would be a bit of a reach. We may need an intermediate city somewhere in here, but still, all this sugar, 2 wheat, horses, the sheep, one city right on this hill would be really nice. Very, very nice. So, as far as the luxuries go, again, potentially sugar's 1, silk is 2, furs 3, gems 4, whales is 5. Maybe I should have won Liberty. Ha! Oh well. Nah, it'll be alright. Okay, I think that's where we're going to leave it for now. So, we'll see what happens next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in episode 2.